Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. We'll be starting the front page review today with The Nation, as usual. Akpabio, Senate stands with Nigerians on tax reform bills. Nobody can bully lawmakers. Governor's critics should attend public hearing. In other news, Sanwo-Olu sells purple green rail lines to investors in Morocco. Senate puts power sector failure under searchlight. BOI secures $50 million to lift women in SMEs. AMCON tracking 4 trillion naira toxic debts, says MD. And you can't miss the picture of the Borno State Governor, Babagana Zulum, as well as the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant Olufemi Oluyede, and other military chiefs when the Army chiefs visited the governor in Maiduguri yesterday. The final story we're taking here, police indicts Lakarawa in Zamfara bombings and banker in 18 million naira ATM fraud. So what are we starting with?
Okay, it's not a very, very nice story, but it's good because lives were saved. And this one says it's not on the front page, but inside. Students' belongings gone in hostel fire. Oh. Apparently, there was an hostel fire yesterday at the Queen Elizabeth Hall, the University of Ibadan. UI Ibadan yesterday, although nobody died, but students scampered for safety as the fire began around 1:30 a.m. Confirming the incident, the General Manager of Oyo State Fire Service, Reverend Opeyemi Bamidele, said the agency received a distress call at exactly 1:43 hours a.m. From Miss Ibikunle Halen, and immediately they were deployed to the institution and they arrived on time. On getting to the place, it was discovered that the fire started from 2 rooms on the upper floor of the Queen Elizabeth Hall, and those were the rooms that were practically affected, that there were no casualties recorded, and goods, belongings worth billions of naira were actually saved. So the Student Union President, Comrade Aweda Bolaji, and Secretary, Comrade Ogundijo Japheth, commiserated with the victims, and they all hailed the university management for their proactive measures in combating the fire.
That's good, that's good.
So it was great.
Yeah, so I have the story of the AMCON, even though it's very short. I think they just want to pass the information. They said about the 4 trillion. They said that the asset management company, that's AMCON, is trying to recover 4 trillion debts from debtors. And they said so far they have been able to recover 2 trillion. But then the Ajade guy, that's the man that is in charge of this, he said, lamented that those who are owing them are the eminent Nigerians, politicians, public officers, captains of industries, and other celebrities. And he also said that the EFCC have been helping him track down those people who are owing the debtors. So far, they have been able to recover 2 trillion. So they are hoping that very soon they will recover the remaining money with the help of EFCC. So that, like I said, is very short.
Everybody's going. In order to boost women-owned small and medium enterprises and by extension, reduce unemployment in Nigeria, the Bank of Industry has secured a $50 million loan portfolio from the African Guarantee Fund. This is great news. The BOI AGF deal came as the African Development Bank and the Italian government, under the Mattei Plan, signed a $6 billion investment deal to sustain the development of initiatives with Africa's public and private sector. This is good news. The $6 billion deal gives additional opportunities for businesses in education, agriculture, healthcare, energy, water, and digital economy infrastructure, and will provide credit protection to foster investment within Africa. This transaction will be phased out in 3 tranches over a 10-year period, and will significantly scale up BOI's lending to small and medium enterprises in the country. This is certainly amazing.
It's good news.
I just pray
Good this boss. I know many small businesses who have gotten intervention from BOI. So it's for people to go and seek. Register, seek it, open accounts, walk into BOI office and ask for the details. Especially if you're a woman and you are into business, because this fund is to lift women-owned businesses. I'm taking the major headline, which is about Akpabio saying that the Senate will stand with Nigeria. So he said he has asked Nigerians not to listen to social media. He said, if anybody is against the tax reform, nobody can bully the Senate into shelving the tax reform. I even like the fact that the Senate leader, Opeyemi Bamidele, has faulted reports claiming that the Senate has suspended legislative action on the bill, that's a lie, that they are working on it, and that there will be public hearing. Ministers, governors, religious leaders, traditional rulers, if you are against the bill or you have the, grievance against the bill, Akpabio, the Senate leader, has said, the Senate president has said, you should attend the public hearing and voice your grievances. They reiterated that they will be on the side of the Nigerian people, that no matter how painful it will be, they would pass this law in the interest of the Nigerian people. If there needs to be adjustments, it's specified that they will make adjustments. They might delete some things, they might remove some things, but they would make their decision based on public interest. He also mentioned that there are many good sides to this law that people do not know. I am appealing that Nigerians, our leaders, should take the law from the interest of the general populace. The Senate president said that over 100 million people will benefit from tax rebates, because if you are earning less than 50 million naira in a year, you will not pay taxes. If you are earning less than minimum wage or minimum wage and below, you won't pay any tax. That the people it will be impacting is a whole lot. So let's get informed. Let's not be selfish regarding how we see the law affecting us. Moving on to the Punch, major headline. 29 states spend 2 trillion naira on travels, others. That's from a report. You will read it by yourself. Military retirees shot finance ministry over unpaid entitlement. Overtime vehicles, custom plan auction after 2 weeks ultimatum. No reports of Lagos missing party girls, that's from the police. Amnesty alleges 10,000 die in military detention. Other stories, tax reform, I've taken that about the Senate denying, suspending debates as Southern senators meet. APC berates faction flooding Kano with Jonathan's 2027 posters. PDP trustees tackle National Working Committee over NEC meets Wiki in January. So we'll be taking the stories from the Punch after we return from the break. Stay with us, be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.